Hello, new Stoics. This is Tim, and this is today's Daily Stoic. And we're going to jump right back into the meditations of Marcus Aurelius. But before I go any further, I just want to say thank you to Philosophically Godless or Godless Iowan for having me on last night. I'll link to that discussion that we had, and I'm hoping that we could have another discussion in the future. But moving on, we're going to move to chapter 14 of book 2. And this is a discussion on something that's really important to Stoics, and that is living in the present. Though you were to live 3,000, or if you please, 30,000 of years, yet remember that no man can lose any other life that than which he now lives. Neither is he possessed of any other than that which he loses. Whence it follows that the longest life, as we commonly speak, and the shortest, come all to the same reckoning. For the present is of the same duration everywhere. Everybody's loss, therefore, is of the same bigness, and reaches no further than to a point of time. For no man is capable of losing either the past or the future. For how can one be deprived of what he has not? So that under this consideration there are two notions worth remembering. One is that nature trends in a circle, and has much the same face throughout the whole course of eternity, and therefore it signifies not all whether a man stands gazing here 100 or 200 or an infinity of years, for all that he gets by it is only to see the same sights so much the oftener. The other hint is that when the longest and shortest lived persons come to die, their loss is equal. They can but lose the present as being the only thing that they have. For that which he has not, no man can truly said to lose. So the biggest things that Marcus Aurelius is talking about is no matter how long we live, if we live 10 years or 30,000 years, the present is still the present. We still live in the same now as ever. And because of that, we have to look at the present in equal standing. So somebody who's old or somebody who's young has just the same amount of importance in many ways, and that the present is the most important part of our lives, because that's the point where all of us are more or less equal. Is we're all living in the present, and we're all around each other. The other thing he points to is, because we all live in the present, when somebody dies, somebody who lived to be 120, or a young child dies at the age of 1, there's a possibility they die on the same day, and so the death is almost equally tragic in that way, because they both died in the present, or at the same present as each other. So the present is important because it's the only thing that we can really focus on. When the past happens, it's gone. When the future is going to happen, we don't know what will entail. But the only way that we can have a good future is to live a virtuous life in the present. And that's just going to be a short video today. Like I said, I will put the links to the discussion I had yesterday. And I will be sure to link meditations in the description, and put an audiobook if you'd like to listen along. I'm thinking about possibly moving to Of Anger next week. But I was also thinking of maybe doing meditations next week too. So it really depends. I'll update everybody on Saturday what I intend to do. There's a lot of things that we could do, but I want to go over the main books of Stoicism as kind of a description before I start moving into Stoic practices, Stoic ideas, Stoic lingo, so we could go further with that. But anyways, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.